Welcome everybody to Sim Football Broadcast Network, SFB, and I am your host and commentator, Mad Dad. We're here with episode 7, week 7 of Panthers franchise. We're visiting the Commanders in Washington. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done it, and hit the bell icon. That way you will be notified as soon as the videos are uploaded and ready for your viewing pleasure. And please remember to smash that like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm to get the video out to as many people as possible as we trek towards 500 subscribers, as that is our goal right now. So let's get to the game here and see how it goes, as we have dropped 2 games in a row and need to get a win here. It is an NFC conference game, so very important. All right, enjoy the game, everybody.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Bryce Young. He's currently third in the NFL in passing yards. It's the Panthers and the Commanders, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Hewitt. And we've got 2 quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are 2 of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL. Yep. Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
The punter Tress Way set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Raheem Blackshear now to return. And look at this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Bringing him out, coming off a tough rookie season as the top pick in the 2023 draft is Bryce Young.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day, you get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap down to Young. He finds Johnson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To the air on first down, Young. Throw complete to Thielen.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Pulled in by Tommy Tremble. He's able to cross midfield before going out. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here we go. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here we go. Here's Young on first and 10. Gets this to Johnson. And they bring him down around the 34. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. 19 Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Come on, set, ready, go.
Young working from the gun.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. It's Hubbard off the option. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Young on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Play action now, Young. This one's caught. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll go from the gun with Sanders. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8. Running back sent in motion. Catch is made in close. He has the Carolina touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with. He'll block these tackle just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick instead of the other way around, I think we'd have seen that loss flip to a win as well. Clean slate this week. We'll see what he's done to address the showing from his last time out.
It is caught left side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Robinson. Broke through the tackle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. Daniels from the pistol. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
From the 43. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
He'll get this one to Brown. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. And no look in, that throw falls to the ground. Now is Terry McLaurin on the target. So it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Now Daniels off the play action. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Robinson. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
On is Katie York for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Blackshear on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Young. Hits him on the out route. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you've got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And this one doesn't go far. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Young throwing here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They go play action here. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it only the 38-yard line before going down. It's enough for a 1st down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man. and you've got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. They're going play action. That's complete. Here's they get to it, and he loses the football. It's out. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Ready.
Throwing now off play action. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Blackshear on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap now to Young. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the shotgun, give to Hubbard. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Johnny Hecker on that a punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Able to hit Robinson. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep the football, but lose a significant amount of yardage on the play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
3rd down, give to Robinson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Pickup of 2 here. And the Commanders will have a first. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Motion man left is Brown. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Commanders punting on fourth down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty Vets Tressway. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. No return on that punt. And the Panthers are going to take over deep in their own territory. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. To the air on first down. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big.
And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. And that drive, Brock, I'm calling that the 2-2-2. 2 plays, 2 sacks for the defense, and 2 points for him as well, thanks to that safety.
You kind of felt it building, right? That's what happens with defenses. They can feel and sense, and they get that momentum. They get the first takedown, they come right back and get that second now. Well, now it's imperative this offense responds because you've infused that defense with a bunch of momentum.
It's fielded at the 14. Escapes a defender. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Daniels on first down. On target to his man Zacchaeus. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Running back sent in motion left. Galloping inside the 40. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Robinson goes up and over for the touchdown. The Commanders push their lead to 15. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Blackshear on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Carolina offense headed out now. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And That's good for a gain of 5. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Sanders running dead ahead. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Here we go.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Hubbard again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Connects with Johnson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2nd and 3 now. Here's a give to Hubbard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And 3rd and short.
And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going for it. Young. He finds him beyond the marker. They are now set for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Young on the play action. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but
Previous
the
play
replay
is
official
under
wants to
review.
take another look at this on their own. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Throw complete to Thielen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So now here's 3rd and 5. Young working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. And it's good, but the choice to kick there means this still is a two-possession game in the second half. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get boost. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete, it's McLaurin. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Derek Carr leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England, as we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And it was the Patriots serving as the visitors who claimed victory there. Drake May, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Kirk Cousins leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's on them, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Well, 30-15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Josie Jewell making that stop. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. First carry now for Austin Eckler. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Josie Jewell making that stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Daniels from the pistol. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Looking slant route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Ready.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Ready.
Throwing from the gun. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That's why these coaches get paid, Kate, what they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look at defense than the one we saw in the first half. You got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here the rest of the way.
This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Panthers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Sanders on the shotgun handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Connects with Hubbard. He gets it forward and still about a yard out of that. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap out of yard. It's caught. That's Thielen. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 28. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You got to know as a quarterback, when your play caller's trusting you to take a shot there on 2nd and inches, you can't go backwards and put yourself now in 3rd and extra long.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. It's caught at Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Hubbard on the give. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. It's Jonathan Allen on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Young to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Trying the inside handoff to Sanders. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That one gains 7. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Three quarters in the books from this one. The Panthers have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Young to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, the QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer or he's not going to endure this season.
And he's taken down at the 30. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Now, I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
This is Hubbard running left. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They'll go from the gun with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. They'll motion Johnson right. To the air on first down. Young. Complete to Tremble. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more.
He has the carry. a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 4 yards does get him back to even, partner, but they're left with 3rd and 10 now. Back to throw. Here's Young. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Throw left side, complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Again, Daniels to the air. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. Got his target at Zacchaeus. And they get this down to the 28. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 9-yard line.
Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield. That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Moore with a return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They've got first down from the 31. Young working from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, the ball's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, Young. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Panthers needing a couple. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Thielen's got it, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Setting up to pass. And they get there in time. He's taken down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
And he's taken down at the 30. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first.
Here we go.
Throwing now. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Hanging onto the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Gosh, you can just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
That one is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Back to throw. He smartly won't risk something here, just chucks it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. And it puts it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The Panthers get going again once more on offense. Their defense held, clinging to the slimmest of leads, Brock, and now that lead entrusted to this offense, asking them to just run out that clock.
And now the last thing this offense wants to do, really the only thing it can't do, is make an unforced error and turn it over.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. After one final kneel-down, partner, and this should do it. This is why it's called a victory formation. He takes a knee and the seconds tick away towards a win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.
a game. Check out what we had going on here. 26 to 90. 89. Not bad. Washington had pretty good. Even is leading. Shut down McClellan for the most part. Lots of sacks. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 in this game. Let's see if we get any upgrades. DJ Johnson. All right, folks, that'll do it for this episode. Until next time, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. It helps YouTube get it out there to as many people possible. And if you haven't done it, forgot at the beginning, or just tuning in for whatever reason, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. Until next time, peace out.